What happens 5 months from now if Sky Striker's still allowed in the format, and how does True Draco evolve with the release of this card? This stupid thing right here, Mr. Dragun of Red-Eyes. What is up, guys? So, I had two interesting decks find their way into my inbox, and I went ahead and we built them up on Dueling Book, and we're like, alright, cool. We need to have a conversation about two of these decks, because if, in theory, we see something like this actually take hold, this is what the meta would look like. So, Stuart Gordon was like, hey Robbie, check these out. It's a new take on Striker, and it's a new take on True Draco. So the first list we're going to be looking at here is in fact Sky Striker. So we need to talk about this guy. I think I've done this in a couple of videos, but we need to rehash this. So it's Dragun of Red-Eyes. It's Dark Magician plus a Red-Eyes Black Dragon, or one Dragon effect monster. Okay, keep that in mind. So, first effect, neither player can target or destroy this card with card effects. So this thing is not getting turned off. During your main phase, you can destroy one monster your opponent controls, and if you do, inflict damage to your opponent equal to that monster's original attack. You can use this effect a number of times per turn up to the number of normal monsters used as fusion material. So if you use the effect monster in a Dark Magician, you get one pop. If you use Red-Eyes and Dark Magician to make this, you get two pops. Think about the amount of damage you're going to be pushing out on this. Once per turn, when a card or effect is activated, quick effect, you can discard one card to negate that activation. If you do, destroy it. And if you do, this card gains 1,000 attack. And that 1,000 attack gain is not until the end of that turn. Alright? Keep in mind that is a permanent fat boost. Alright, now, the thing that players... We have a splashable boss monster across all regions that you basically are just hecking cards for. So, Red-Eyes Insight lets you send a Red-Eyes monster from your hand or deck to the graveyard to add one Red-Eyes spell or trap card from your deck to your hand. So you actually drop the Wyvern, which lets you add the Red-Eyes Fusion. This thing lets you fusion summon one fusion monster that lists a Red-Eyes monster as material. Next deck using monsters from your hand, deck, or field as fusion material. And if you do, its name becomes Red-Eyes Black Dragon. You can not normal or special summon other monsters the turn you activate this effect. So, you only get one of this. You only get one hot summon that turn, but that's fine. You should drop in a 3k body with built-in protection on the field. And this engine is massively splashable. Now, we're kind of at that point that we're like pre-banless, so I just kind of wanted to showcase this because I think it's really cool getting to see a hypothetical what-if world for this, which is actually pretty cool. So we play one copy of the Wyvern. This is the one that you choose, because during your end phase, if you do not normal or set a monster during this, you can banish this card to special summon one Red-Eyes monster from your graveyard. Okay, so since Fusion does restrict you and not allow you to summon, you get a free Red-Eyes on the field, and you get your free body, which just eventually puts on the pressure on the opponent. Okay, we have triple copies of Sky Striker Ace Ray, and one copy of Rose. A lot of people are debating on ratios for Rose. I think for the minimal effort that Rose puts on the table, I think one is fine in the deck. It depends where we go after Hornedrons. And then we splash the one Dark Magician and the one Red-Eyes Black Dragon, baby. Because, yes, your trade-off is you're playing two Garnets in the deck, but the reward is 1,000% worth it. Spells, we have Triple Call by the Grave because we do not want to get Ash Blossomed. I've definitely seen enough in my time to know that the power scaling for this deck is absurd. You don't want to risk it for the biscuit, as they say. And this card definitely gives you the chance to just outright not lose the game. Silent Universe, under Master Rule 4.5, this card's going to lose a little bit of value, but that's fine, because recycling your Kagari every single turn, still value. We have two copies of Foolish Bro Goods and the one copy of the Metal Foes Fusion. No problem. Still, you gotta play it. By the way, so, Insight with Fusion, into engage, like, okay, so this is like two spells already. You do this, you've got two spells already done, you just gotta get one more down, and you're already loaded up. So we have the two Red-Eyes Fusion and the two Ripple copies of Red-Eyes Insight for our splashable boss monster. One copy of Rhoda, of course. Then we have two Area Zero, 1 Afterburners, 1 Jamming Waves, 1 Eagle Booster, 1 Hornet Drones, 2 copies of Shark Cannon, 1 Widow Anchor, 1 Multi-Roll, 1 Hercules Base, triple Engage, 1 Terraforming, 1 Upstart Goblin, and triple copies of Infinite Impermanence. Literally wrapping up the main deck here. Extra deck down here, we have 2 copies of Zeeg. So it's 2 monsters, including a Sky Striker Ace. Must be Link Summon. If this card is Link Summon, target 1 face-up monster on the field, banish it until your opponent's next end phase. And then once per turn, you can target 1 other card you control. It gains 1,000 attack. Then send that targeted card to the graveyard. So you get a power boost, and then you have to send. It's fine. And then, of course, you can only special summon 1 of these per turn, because we were not allowing multiple copies of our Strikers to exist. We have triple Shizuku, 1 Kaina, 1 Kagari, and triple Hayatai. 1 copy of Avermax, because this thing. Then we have 1 Unicorn, 1 Phoenix, 1 Ablaze, and 1 copy of Dragun of Red-Eyes. Side deck here with triple Ash Blossom and Joyous Spring, triple Gamma Seal, triple Cosmic Cyclone, triple Hadouken, and triple copies of There Can Only Be One, wrapping up this. Now, we do have one other list here from Stuart that I wanted to showcase, and it is, once again, a hypothetical world. What happens if True Draco wants to start adapting and playing this Cancer? Well, you can still do it. Same thing here. We're using the exact same 3-card tech spread and the same splash engine here to fuel for our boss monster. And at the same point in time here, we are still doing what True Draco wants to do, which is filter through, make those these huge draw power plays and the disruption that you all kind of know. Now, this one's a little bit more, I want to say, open to evolve. Do with this as you will for testing. That's fine, but it's kind of what we're looking at here. So we have triple copies of Ash Blossom and Joyous Spring, 1 copy of Dynamite. We have triple copies of Ignis Heat, 1 Red-Eyes Wyvern, 1 Dark Magician, and 1 Red-Eyes Black Dragon. Spells, we have triple Call by the Grave. The more I look at this format, I definitely am starting to think that we are going to have to play Called by the Grave. Just once again, because we don't want to deal with this BS of getting ashed. Like, if our fusion gets ashed, we're walking away. With triple Disciples of the Draco Phoenix, triple Dragonic Diagram, triple Pot of Extravagance, along with triple copies of Red-Eyes Fusion, triple Red-Eyes Insight, 1 Terraforming, triple copies of Heritage, with 1 Upstart Goblin. Traps with triple Infinite Permanence, triple Apocalypse, and 1 copy of the True King's Return. Wrapping this up. Now, we are extra deck True Draco, which means we don't get the standard fuel that you normally want with this deck. So we have 1 copy of Avermax, 2 copies of Link Karibo, 2 copies of Link Spidey, 1 Unicorn, 2 Phoenix, 1 Cerberus, 1 IP with the 1 Boral Sword and the 1 Borlode, and triple copies of Dragun of the Red-Eyes. Now, you do have options to check Scapegoat here. It's definitely what it's looking like here. Side deck here, we have triple copies of Gamma Steel, triple copies of Cosmic Cyclone, triple copies of Hadouken, triple copies of Solemn Judgment, and triple copies of There Can Only Be One, wrapping up, really, these 2. I do want to point out here, though, so this whole video is about the splashability of Dragun of the Red-Eyes and the actual, like, cancer that this card brings to the table. But there is a way to out it. You think an untargetable boss monster is crazy. Well, you have this card right here. Y'all know about the kaijus, right? You're all worried about your opponent putting this huge boss monster on the field. Kaiju it away. Literally just bada bing, bada boom, drop that monster on the field like it's hot. Your opponent's like, what just happened? Where'd my boss monster go, Fred? You're just like, see? Easy as pie. Like, you don't have to worry about a boss monster if you just kaiju it away. Easy knowledge 101, ladies and gentlemen. So, just a fun little look into the future of the game. I do think that there is a good chance that we will see things similar to this when we do get this. I'm not predicting that we get this until Megatens 2020. It definitely would make sense for it to be in there, but we'll see patterns and things do dictate and change over time. So what you guys think about these decks? Please leave a comment down below. Tell me what you guys think. And well, I'm out, guys. Peace. The ride never truly ends. Thank you, patrons, for helping support the channel. Without you guys, I don't know if I'd still be doing this. And for those of you that like Cardfight Vanguard, FanColt40 is here for all your content needs. And those of you asking if I sell cards, mcoolgames.com for all your trading card game needs. Check the description for more interesting info. Thanks for watching, guys.